7-year-old sprinter Gallipoli Prince proved yet again his liking for Moonee Valley this afternoon with his 9th win at the track. As Peter Donegan reports, not even his weight of 61 kilos could halt the gelding's impressive record.
Gallipoli Prince was sent out a hot favourite for the 1,013 metres of the Pamela's Handicap, and on the home turn, both punters and jockey Darren Murphy were on good terms with themselves. Around the turn, though, Gallipoli Prince is travelling well. It booted away 2 lengths into the straight now from Flyaway on the inside. Back behind them, Olympus, and they were followed further back by Gawira. But it's win number 9 at Moonee Valley for the specialist Gallipoli Prince. He comes away, and Gallipoli Prince wins it by 2 lengths. Arctic Crown flew home to run second.
The more you help the horse, the more he wants to help you. You just give he gives 110% every time he goes out and races.
The other star of the meeting was Damien Oliver, who outrode his claim with a treble, including a soft win aboard Royal Overdraft in the first leg of the double. But Royal Overdraft is going to win very convincingly. He's down by Oliver. Royal Overdraft won it by 4 lengths to Stewart's Event, 1.5 lengths, Simonini third.
Well, not only will the Sport of Kings lose Colin Hayes at the end of this season, but veteran jockey Pat Hyland will also retire from the sport. Peter Donegan looks at the man who, more than most, has experienced the highs and lows of racing.
Oh, I've had a pretty good life in racing, and, riding's been very good to me, and racing's been very good to me, and I want to go out while I can still do it.
Patrick Aloysius Hyland, rising 49 years of age and soon to relinquish the job he's had for most of his life, a job which has seen him meet royalty.
I'd also congratulate the rider, Mr. Pat Hyland, who is, of course, one of Australia's most accomplished jockeys.
And a job which in 1984 almost cost him his life.
By Brownlow losing ground. Man, there's one down there. Morris has gone approaching the home turn, and this leaves Thanos in front.
During the good times, Pat has had some phenomenal successes, even as far back as 1969, winning the Golden Slipper aboard the mighty Vane.
And that was a very emotional day, Vane winning the Golden Slipper, because, Jim and I were on our knees then.
But it's all Vane with a half furlong to go. The Victorian champion has the local idol beaten to a frazzle, and Vane races home to win the Golden Slipper, Peter's Empire.
Vane was the best horse I've ridden, and I might even be a little bit biased perhaps, but I think he's probably the best horse I've ever seen.
Hyland's association with champions nearly came to a halt in 1984 when he suffered multiple injuries in a horrifying fall in Adelaide. The plucky little man's career seemed over, but determination, family support and good old-fashioned guts saw him climb back from the canvas only 4 months later. The horse was Affinity, the race was the Caulfield Cup.
Affinity grabbed the lead, Bounty Hawk coming at Affinity, but Affinity wins the Caulfield Cup by a neck. Bounty Hawk.
Affinity winning the Caulfield Cup, which was only 4 months after the fall in Adelaide, it was an act of God. It really was. And, they're the sort of things you never forget.
And then 12 months later, victory in the one race every jockey wants to win, the one on the first Tuesday in November.
What a nuisance goes to Corey Corrie May. Corey Corrie May, and what a nuisance wins the Foster's Melbourne Cup.
And this is the greatest moment for a jockey in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah. I'm sure that God can't be really that much better to me, because this has been probably the most emotional day of my life.
Even as he bows out, Pat Hyland still has what it takes, as he showed at Moonee Valley on Wednesday with a winning double. But it seems nothing can talk him out of hanging up the riding boots.
Time's got to come, and I'm 48, I'll be 49 in October, so, I feel like moving on to something else.
Whatever that something else is, it's a fair bet to say that Pat Hyland's will to win will see him through.
Yeah, great story, one of our great Australian sportsmen. Tracy.